So we're in A minor. So let's just play. So when you play in A minor, each of the major scales has a corresponding minor scale. In other words, if you use those same notes but start on a different note, it makes a minor scale. And how you tell that which one that is, it's called the relative minor, is you go to the 6th note of the scale. And if you started, am I losing anybody yet? If you started the scale on that note, it would make a minor scale. Like say, let's just talk about C. So C is no sharps and flats, right? Okay, so if you count up C, D, E, F, G, A, that's the 6th note. So if you play a scale like C starting on A, it makes the spooky minor set down. So just listen one time. So here's C scale, you know. But if I start that and use those same notes, but starting on A, spooky, you know? It's the spooky scale. Okay, so this tune is in A minor, but it's really C, you know? So, and there's only one place where it's not C, that's a C scale, and that's at the very end. There's an E chord, and so that has a note in it that's not in the C scale, but I'll show you what that sounds like when we get there. So the tune, let's see, I've never even tried to play this tune. Let me just mess with it here a second. Try it again. So that's kind of how it goes. Let's just try to play that. You kind of know the melody, don't you? So let's just try to play it together. We'll just start right here. Now this would not be anything we'd do for a break, but we're kind of just getting our head around where the notes are, you know. Play it up an octave, so let's play it right here. Sorry. On the A, here we go. Sorry. So now let's just try to play the chords together. So an A minor chord, I said, is the same as a C chord. It just starts on a different note. So we can play that a number of ways. We can just play. So we can just play the A and E barred, you know, like this. Okay, so the first two changes. The first change is A minor to G, and I find if I've let my fingernails grow out at all too, it's hard to play it. We'll do that. So let me just see if I can chunk along on the chords here. So it's da, 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 da. So if this is the A minor, that'd be the G. We just play the open G and D, you know. Back to the A minor. C. So for C, I'm going to play E on the D string and the C on the A string, or G string. There you go, third finger. So, okay, so far you got this, just listen. Then C, G. And the E would be, you'd play that E chord with the E on the D string and the B on the G string. So let's just try that again, you know. It's now open G, then D, that's the E, G chord, back to the A minor. Now we're going to play C, which is E and C. Now the G chord we're going to use, we could just use the open G and D. Now we need an E chord, which I said was the B and the G, and the B and the, and then end up back here. Here we go. Back to the A minor. C. G. Let's say if we wanted to do something with this, let's see here, like just play around on the chords, you know. We've done figured out this, you know, that we're going. So let's do this now. There's enough time on this tune if we play it slow that we can play the chord notes over the top. So that's like the first step. Sometimes if I can't figure out what to do to improvise something, I'll just have the chords playing. Like I record myself playing the guitar and then play it back. And then I just play the chord notes slow over the progression as it comes. So like this, you know, you got plenty of time to like, so like on the A minor chord, your good notes without any problem at all are A, or A, C, E, G, A. Just try that little arpeggio there. So we're going to play A, C, G, A. And this is like really a classic blues song. People don't often think of it as a blues song, but like a blues progression or blues kind of feel works over this tune, you know, especially on the fiddle. Which means you can do a little slide in, slide up to that third. So this is the third, you know, it's one, this is the third here. So that's your kind of notes you can mess around with, you know. Same up here if you went. And then this note's good to have a little slidey action going on the seventh note, you know, the G's. that little bit there. Okay. Now the next chord was a G, I think, right? So, you know, G's just direct. So start right here and go. And again, if you want to do that bluesy, it's always the third, you know, so it's like. And I hear you doing this all the time, like, because it's just like, it comes so natural to you, you know, but you're always doing.
It's not the only cool thing I know.
Well, it works in so many things, you know, and it works on slow tunes, fast tunes, you know. So if you take that third and just slide up from the one note below. And here's up here, so it's the B on the G string that's really interesting, you know. Okay, so that can. Okay. So then the next chord is A, you know, A minor, so we could do the. And then finally it goes to a C chord, which is the same scale as we're playing for A minor, so. The third is the E, so it's, or it could be. And then finally there's a G. And then the last chord in the tune is an E7, so it's like.